Hey everybody, welcome back to Shield Bash. This is Mark, your GM and Master of Ceremonies, and to my right...
Toof Grimscar, played by Neil.
Will, playing Uko.
Pete, playing Gnat.
Curtis, playing Donk.
And Britt, playing Balmy Tiger.
Balmy Taker.
Hey, Will, what is Uko?
Taking it right in the balmy.
Uko is a...
Changeling?
No.
No. That's wrong. I knew this.
Shoot.
I should know this.
I
You
can't...
don't know.
No, I do.
I know.
How am I supposed to know?
He's a
man?
fetchling. He's a fetchling.
Fetchling, that's it,
I did
yes.
not know that. Will.
I was trying to think of the actual appropriate name for them that is not fetchling.
All right, do we know what he does yet?
He
that
fetches.
been
He
disclosed?
fetches stuff.
We've seen
Specifically
him heal
lings.
people.
Oh, you see, what do you mean?
Have-
you mean
have
in
we?
like profession-wise?
Have we though? Yeah.
You've seen him heal people. You've seen him pray. You've seen him carrying around a holy symbol that you may or may not
Okay,
recognize.
it's been like a month since we sat down. I'm
So-
sorry.
Yeah. No, I'm not upset.
So you're a bard?
I'm just trying to put
Yeah.
it in perspective of the things that you have seen.
You're gonna see me in the parking lot later, aren't you? Uh-huh.
So
I know.
Well, my thought is I don't know how smart Balmy is, so maybe he hasn't put all that together.
So
Probably not.
you're a bard, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. How come you don't sing then?
Also,
It's performance art.
He dances.
Oh, he dances? Like
he
at,
seems to
like
have
at the gay bar or what?
Yeah,
nicer
Oh, he's
clothes
an actor.
than most people.
I
Nice
imagine
clothes, yeah.
It's
his,
not the fiery gaze dance. though.
Nice suit.
Yeah, that dance is
his main performance
OP.
is the penis helicopter.
It's super
Helicopter,
effective.
helicopter.
Look, a turkey neck.
It's weird. He has Arnold Schwarzenegger singing a song in the background as he does.
Nice. Which,
Get to
which
the
song?
chopper!
Which song?
uh,
How about,
If you don't have a plan, how do you know
Kissed
what
by
you're
a Rose?
doing?
wow.
Kissed by a Rose.
there you go.
Oh, yeah.
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 Well, that's got to be real good.
You know what would be better is
It'd
if
be,
it was
it would
if
be
it was
upsetting.
Shout out to Arnold Schwarzenegger if you ever want to play with us. You know, we got an empty seat.
it would be way better if it was William Shatner singing for
Oh,
you.
God, yeah.
That would be hilarious.
Or better, Danny DeVito.
Because I'm the Rocket Man.
Danny DeVito.
Kissed by a rose. By the sea.
That was almost like Christopher Walken.
Yeah, it
almost.
was
You were
almost.
kissed by a rose.
Yeah, that was better. Yeah.
Your tone, it's no good.
I watched
I don't like it.
I watched one of his movies I hadn't seen before last night with Johnny Depp.
Which
It's
one?
called Nick of Time.
Yeah, it was a decent movie.
Never heard of it.
Remember that?
I liked him in Balls of Fury.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
great.
who doesn't?
I think
That
my
was fucking
favorite
hilarious.
role of his is Joe
There's no
Dirt.
flies in this box. What's in it?
Joe
Bees.
Dirt.
Joe Dirt.
Walking and
Dear
Joe Dirt?
Tay.
I don't
Joe
remember that.
Dirte. Yeah.
Dear Tay.
It's
Remember
dirt. Don't
He's
party
the-
it up.
He's the guy that's in witness protection from the mob.
Oh,
and
shit.
Joe Dirt accidentally,
that's
what's
right.
that called? When you actually burn
gives
somebody
him- yeah, he
on television, he accidentally burned him. So they faked his death. And when he's standing there, Joe Dirt's standing next to
So
the.
he doxes him. Is that the word you were looking for?
Yeah, that's what it. And he's standing next to the stretcher, talking about how hot his wife was. So he's dead, laying on the stretcher, and Joe Dirt's standing there talking about how hot his wife is, and he gets a boner. and he goes, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Shut up! You're gonna blow my cover."
Yeah, I got to rewatch that one. I guess
Like
it's been
the
like
way
20
squeals
years.
Fucking great. Oh, you're my sister. You're my sister. That's the best part about Joe Dirt. Fucking hilarious.
I like it. This here's the mic. This here's the backup mic. Mic into
Check.
him.
Mic 1, mic
Mic
2.
2.
They were holding up fists for the listening audience. Yeah.
right.
One of my favorites coming up for 4th of July. It's always the little episode where the part of the movie where they do the Indian guys selling the fireworks, and he goes, "Do you mean to tell me you got a fireworks stand and you ain't got no zipsy doos, zipsy don'ts, with or without the scooter stick?"
And the dude's got all these lame fireworks.
Yeah, you got like the smoke bombs, the snakes, the pop things,
The whisker doodles.
the whisker doos, whisker don'ts.
Yeah.
Didn't they have like a nuke or something that they blew up finally?
It wasn't a nuke.
It wasn't a nuke.
It was a poo pod from an airplane that fell off.
What the hell are we talking about now?
So Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt,
Joe
the
Dirt,
fireworks
okay.
part where he duct tapes himself to the thing he thinks is a nuke, but it's not, and it goes off and poop gets everywhere.
Damn.
Yeah, after he'd been eating off of it for like months,
Yeah.
weeks, whatever.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I guess it has been 2 decades since I've seen that
You
one.
got to watch Joe Dirt. It's great.
It's been 20 years since my mom and dad left me at the Grand Canyon. They said they was gonna come back.
Great movie.
Pretty much.
Kid Rock was even in it.
Right.
He was an asshole in it. That was his
Right.
role, but he was in it.
You don't say.
Yep.
Alrighty then.
All right. Shout out to Kid Rock if you want to play Pathfinder with us. We got an empty seat.
Yeah, like your new single, "We the People."
Yeah, that's
We're,
good.
we're going to
Kicks
have to
ass.
find somebody else's lap for him to sit on, though.
No, we got
You
two.
know what?
We got extra chair now.
chairs. Yeah, he has his
Oh.
own chair.
That's
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Mr. Brightside over there.
See that empty seat over there next to you?
Yeah.
There you go.
You know, I figure we can have one chair as the
We're sorry
celebrity
you have
chair,
to sit next to Britt.
and the
Yeah.
other chair is just the
he doesn't share the alcohol, so better bring your own.
guest speaker, guest character chair.
Well, to be fair, I mean, I sat next to Britt for, what, a year and a half, 2 years now?
Yeah, why are you way the fuck over there?
Because the computer cord doesn't reach all the way.
Plus more space. More space.
I thought Jason had a more comfortable chair over there or
Quick
something.
question.
That too.
It
I
is
think
more
he
comfortable,
does.
But what kind of beer do you think Kid Rock drinks? I mean, we talk about beer a lot on this show.
He's
Ice
from
House.
Michigan.
Are you going for like
Ice
PBR or
Ice House.
Stroh's?
I think that he'd be an import guy.
Probably,
he likes actual
probably
decent beer.
PBR, Bud Light,
No.
or
Didn't he do a?
Ice House is my
No.
guess.
Didn't he do like a? I thought he did a commercial for Heineken or something.
Oh, he
once
might
upon a
have.
time.
It could drink about 15 Heinekens.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Are you trying to Google that, will you?
He sure
No,
is.
I wouldn't do that.
Now I know Kid Rock has
Listen,
his
listen.
own brand of whiskey.
Listen.
Yeah,
Kid
it's
Rock
not bad either.
talks about his Michigan-made beer, so he probably drinks
Bell.
Oberon.
badass American lager.
Oberon.
Oberon. That's good shit, man. Whew.
What with him being the owner of it, I
Yeah.
think.
Right.
Yeah, he probably would
And
drink some
what's
of
his
that.
distillery? Because I cannot
Makes
remember
sense.
off the top of my head, and I should know this. He's got his own whiskey brand.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called.
I didn't
either.
know that. I heard Mike Rowe is trying to get his own whiskey off the ground, but they keep running out.
Yeah. They keep
Well,
selling out so fast.
That was like they opened a new. Well, it's not new. It's been there for years, but they revamped it all. It's another craft brewery. And It's going to be a restaurant and stuff there in Hillsboro, Illinois. Shout out to the Red Rooster. Whoop whoop cock-a-doodle-doo. But anyway, they had their opening the other night, live band in the street and all that stuff, and they ran out of beer.
Wow.
Shit.
I'm like, how do you run out of beer? I mean, they had this huge
No shit.
brewing, like 5 or 6 tanks back here. You know, I mean, I'm like, was there really that many people in Hillsboro sampling
Shit, there
the
might have
beer?
been.
Or did they just not make enough?
Well, it's like...
I believe it's called Red Stag.
That's it.
There you
Red
go.
Stag. Red Stag, real American whiskey for real redneck Americans.
Yep.
Yeehaw!
I don't remember what country it was, but there was a country that the U.S. military went to, and in a weekend they drank the entire country out of alcohol.
Wasn't that, it was one of those little countries in Europe. One of the tiny ones, like Luxembourg or
Luxembourg?
something. I fully believe that.
I read an article that Bryan Cranston and his co-star from
Breaking
Breaking
Bad.
Bad, yeah, they got their own. I think it's tequila they make.
Huh.
Yeah,
I hadn't heard
sounds
that yet.
right.
Hey, a point of order on the Breaking Bad thing. My mother-in-law, she used to live in Albuquerque. She was 1 block down and 2 blocks over from the house where they filmed Breaking Bad.
That's in
Now it's
New Mexico,
in
right?
Albuquerque.
Yeah, yeah.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
I heard of it.
Take that left turn for Albuquerque. Don't go to Pismo Beach.
Right.
So that's why Bugs Bunny kept getting lost.
Exactly. It was the fumes.
Yep.
And there's probably not very many people listen to this podcast. Well, actually, the people that do listen to the
they will.
podcast would remember that.
Yeah.
Younger kids won't. We can explain it to Will later.
When cartoons were cartoons, damn it.
Bryan Cranston and
Jesse Pinkman.
yes, him. I can't remember his name right now.
Me neither.
Don Hombres.
Don Hombres?
Dos Hombres.
Dos
Hombres.
Hombres.
That
Two
makes
guys.
I'm reading out of the corner
Dos
of my eye.
Two
Hombres.
guys. That
Not-
makes sense.
Yeah, two dudes.
Not
Which is a
Casamigos.
Mezcal.
Okay.
Mezcal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I happen to like the Rocks tequila, Tremana. Oh, that's good stuff. Both of them, the regular, the Blanco and the Reposado.
I can't
I've
say I
heard
really
that's
have a tequila that is my fancy. I mean, I'll drink it, but
You haven't tasted enough tequilas.
well, I have had a
And
few,
you,
but
have you had a tequila old fashioned? Because I'm telling you, it'll change your life.
no. But I remember you telling me about it before.
Hold on. You can make an old fashioned out of tequila?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
You just substitute
Yes.
the bourbon, pretty much.
My son Sawyer made me my first tequila old
Wait,
fashioned because
wait,
he's
wait.
kind of a tequila snob, and it was amazing.
Didn't we have that
Wait.
after?
So you put the tequila in. Is there sugar?
Well, see, you can use sugar or simple syrup, but what Sawyer did for the one he made me, he used agave nectar instead.
Yeah, that's what you're
For
supposed
the
to use
sweetening,
for sure.
the sweetening agent.
Okay.
So it brings that out in the tequila.
What about bitters?
Yes, of course. You can use either type of bitters
Okay.
you want. Either
No.
regular or you can use the orange or whatever.
Sure,
And
okay.
it's a slice of cactus instead of a cherry.
Well,
Okay.
I still use a cactus, but you can use a lime
Right.
instead of an orange wedge. if
Well,
you want.
okay,
Or
that-
you can throw a little citrus in it and still
Well,
use
lime's
the
got
orange.
citrus
Well,
ish.
slightly different.
That
but yeah.
brings me to my next point. Okay, so what about the lime and the salt?
And the
Well,
coconut?
that's more
Okay.
of a margarita, but yeah, you can do
You
that.
don't.
But
you don't
you put all
need
that together.
You don't need salt in that drink.
No, you don't
Yeah.
And
use
it
salt.
I don't.
Sounds
In
I
an
don't even like
old-fashioned.
salt with my margaritas.
Well, tequila is kind of salty all by itself.
yeah.
So
Right.
you kind of got that covered.
The thing is, for an old fashioned, all you have to do is you have water, you have sugar, and you have your spirit. That's it. It's the whole
Water. You had water?
Well,
a splash
yes,
of
a
water
splash.
to muddle.
Fuck that.
'Cause
I ain't got time for
You're
that.
supposed to actually use a Demerara sugar cube, a brown sugar cube in the bottom. Splash of
Sure.
water and/or cherry juice. Muddle that up. Add your alcohol. Twist of orange. You can go around the rim of the glass, or not if you want. One ice cube. Boom. Done. Perfect drink.
And,
Right.
And the bomb ass cherries that you can get like at the Blue Note in
Yeah.
Canton,
Yeah. Looks
Illinois.
our
Playing our podcast, we're gonna energy cherry.
And actually, Andrew is a Dungeons and Dragons guy, so it wouldn't be hard to get him converted over to Pathfinder.
Have him come up here and play with us
Oh,
one
you
time.
could carpool, bro.
Well, duh.
Thing is, he usually works late Saturday nights,
Yeah.
and I don't know how good he'd be in the morning, but we'll find out.
Well, thanks. I mean, you can always ask.
Well, yeah, if he's tending bar there. Well,
Do you know something else you
Well-
can use for an old-fashioned Brit that you may find really tasty?
a gin?
Oh, well, no, you
Oh.
can, but it's not really an old-fashioned.
Yeah,
It's
that's
something
totally
different.
different.
But you can use rum. You can
Rum.
use rum and make an old-fashioned.
Ooh, I think some dark rum would
like
be-
that pirate rum that I had to
Yes.
taste on
Or that,
International Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Yes.
Or that Captain Morgan private stock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't let them talk you into it, Britt. There are perfectly good recipes for gin
No,
out
there's
there.
not.
For yes, there is.
All right,
Well,
I'll,
no, no,
I'll
no,
give
I'm
you the
saying,
best
I mean,
gin
you can
recipe
use-
on earth. You pick up the bottle, you walk to the trash can, and let it go.
I was going to say, Neil,
Just a slow gin.
that's the best type of gin I've ever had.
Yeah, it is. But throw it away and get something that's good.
The last time I had gin, I immediately projectile vomited all over my CO.
For
He deserved it.
our next recording, could you guys come in with some explanations of what it's like to live without taste buds?
You know, actually,
Nope.
actually, I kind of thought the same way as like you do, Neil, for a long time. But
I've
it
had a
wasn't until
couple
I
gin
I tried different gins that I actually
Beefeater is
liked
just
them.
so strong.
Well,
that
yeah,
juniper
but
berry
it's
in
a
it, just
it's
holy
a
shit.
London dry gin
Yeah,
with a
can't-
lot
That's
of
what it's
juniper.
for.
Can't
yeah.
do that.
Right. But
So drink
Beefeater's
your
there to
gin
knock
and
your fucking teeth
Hanukkah.
out.
Have a happy Hanukkah.
I'm pretty sure they
Go.
made Beefeater
There you
to
go.
give you an idea what it was like to be in an old-style London boxing match.
Sounds about right. I think that's what Malort is made for. It's a Chicago style.
I've heard of that
boxing
shit.
match.
but I didn't know what it was. Is it a
Oh,
gin?
God.
Yeah.
No,
No, it's awful.
It's Malort. It's
It's his
like,
own thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's this
Jepson's
thing.
Bourbon Company makes that.
It's this
I see.
strange Chicago brew that I'm pretty sure they made it just to
I heard it's
share
awful.
hate, just to share hate
Yes,
with the world.
Yes, it's awful.
But there is a trick. If someone makes you take a shot of it, get Sprite, and your mouth will be like you never drank it instantly.
Oh,
Malort
fabulous.
to me tastes like
Safety tips here at Shield Bash.
old moldy wood.
Malort to me tastes like if you're in like a
Warmy wood.
1920s gymnasium and like people did wrestling on the floor and then
Give me
you
that sweat
mopped
rag.
it.
Yeah.
You mopped it and then you wring it
With
out
a
and put it in a
sweat sock.
bottle.
Nice.
And that's what Malort tastes like. It's just fucking putrid.
I saw this dude on TikTok trying all kinds of recipes normally, but substituting the Malort like we were just
What?
talking about. I guess. I don't know.
I can't.
Nope.
It's
Okay.
awful.
Well, thank you for
Now-
joining this special session of the
No, I got
alcohol.
one more. Mr. Neil over here
What'd I do?
can make a hell of a margarita.
And
And I was like, dude, this is awesome. What'd you do to this? Tell me
really,
your secret.
Really good martinis too.
Well, no, yeah, but you kind of, yeah.
Let me guess. The secret is you buy it that way?
No.
No.
I do. I buy the pre-mixed stuff, right? But it's already got some in there, and then I add some more tequila, and then
Yeah.
he mixed it and one time, and I said, "What'd you do, dude?" And he goes, "Oh, I just threw some vodka in."
Just put a little bit of vodka
Here's
in.
the secret. It's
No,
just
this is
straight
true.
tequila with food coloring.
Vodka.
Everybody gets fucked up.
Vodka brings out the flavor and taste notes of fruit. So anytime you make any fruity drink, you need to at least have some vodka in it. Just a little bit is enough.
So what kind of? Are you
Also-
talking like a shot glass per fifth, or what are we talking?
Well, let's say you're making a gallon pitcher of margarita. Okay, you make the whole margarita, the recipe how you got it, and then put about 2 shots worth of vodka in there. Mix it all up. Good to go.
I've seen it actually done better than that. A friend of mine is a distributor for a food company, but one of the things they distribute is margarita mix. And so I've seen a margarita machine
Yes.
with the margarita mix.
There's some
in
really
it.
good pre-made margarita mixes,
And
actually.
that
There's
shit
also
was.
some really bad ones.
I don't drink,
There
like,
are
in
some
case y'all
terrible
didn't
ones,
notice. That's why.
You
but anyway,
teetotaler.
I took a sip of that, and it was pretty damn good for a margarita. I was like, yeah, I could see how people would accidentally get fucked up on
Yeah, I
this.
got accidentally
Hey.
fucked up on one
Hey,
when I
Kurt.
tried to drink a 124-ounce margarita by myself at a bar one time.
Your hero point.
That didn't go real well.
There's a gold coin in front of you, Kurt. You're gonna want that in a minute.
Oh, he's
Down
got
in,
one.
Why wouldn't you take another one and just not tell
Oh.
anybody?
Oh, are we gonna roll dice this time? All right.
Maybe.
All right.
I don't know. Depending on which way you guys go.
I figured you better have it in your hand just in case.
Well, we
Thanks.
got north, south, and west going on here, I believe.
Better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Exactly.
Another safety tip here at Shield Bash.
Yeah, and
Yes.
also one that they totally ignore and they have for several sessions is don't split the fucking party. We just kind of laugh at
We're-
that and go, ha ha!
We always split the party, and when we do, it's always amazing.
I mean, to be fair, I've yet to have it work badly for Nat.
So far.
I honestly don't
Yet.
know a situation that I've played at this table ever where we split the party and it went poorly. Ever.
Well, hold on to your butts, ladies and gentlemen.
I know it's a bad idea. It's just it's never.
Hear
It's
that?
never
That's the
gotten us
karma
in
train
trouble.
coming, ladies and gentlemen.
Back when we were running Hell's Rebels,
Mhm.
you missed a session and they split the party.
Nice.
I damn near killed both groups because they were fucked.
That's awesome.
Well,
Wrecked 'em.
good
They're
news.
killed 'em.
We're
You're-
already fucked.
You're probably glad I wasn't there.
Yeah,
I
luckily
was.
you guys are
I-
fucked already.
However, I wish I'd known
Yeah.
that ahead of time because I had
It all
like
pumped up for me.
Neil. He and I discussed ahead of time. He likes to make some interesting characters, and he asked me,
Nuh-uh.
"I'm going to build this guy that's all about fearing everything." And I'm like, "All right." So to start with,
Like he's a coward, or
No, his name is Zero, and for Ground Zero, because he is a gladiator combatant, but he has been specialized in fear effects.
oh,
And he took the feat line that allows him to use the gladiator performances in real combat. So I created a build that when you do that, you trigger your sneak attack damage from not investigator. What's that class?
rogue.
Vigilante.
vigilante.
You use one of those talents, so you make it anytime you fear someone, they take your sneak attack damage and are considered flat-footed against you.
So I don't like, as a GM, I don't like to say no very often. And so I'm like, yeah, go ahead. But I'm going to have to work it in so that not everything is just running the whole time. So what I did is the clerics and stuff started after a few weeks of dealing with this Zero character. They figured out the rebels are using these fear tactics. So I started using them to prep, remove fear, and those
Yeah.
types of things, using their resources daily to take care of it.
So what I did was the next level, I took the dispelling effect on my sneak attacks, so it would dispel their remove fear and then fear them anyways. And Pete was like, "Fuck you, man."
Let me tell you what's stupid
was
strong in
great.
2E. We found out at the at Farmageddon is fear.
Yep.
Oh my God.
It's way worse in 2E than it was 1E.
Yeah. I had a guy at our table who feared a Draco Lich kind of style enemy. Very undead, very large dragon. And just feared it. It flew 120 feet per action in the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, in 1E, I have a character that
also
does
had
that.
a really shitty roll too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there are some builds that do that in 1E too, and they're a hell of a lot of fun.
I mean, I feared an Elder Dragon with my
Yeah, I was there
one
for that.
character.
I was there for that. It was awesome.
GM's like, well, this fight's done.
It was awesome.
Meanwhile, back in Otari,
Yeah, you know what else is awesome? It's awesome when a party splits into 3 halves. 3/4? 3/3. That's it. Thirds, yes.
Makes it easier for the GM.
Did you know that a third pound is bigger than a quarter pound?
I know, but a lot
Isn't
of people in the
that-
United
isn't that
States don't
hilarious?
know, yeah.
For you keeping track at home, that's 4/12.
Yes.
Oh, don't start talking fractions. We'll lose
It's also
three of our
8/24.
three of our
5 out of
viewers.
4 people have a problem with fractions.
Yeah, but 4 out of 5 in a surveys recommend Crest.
I thought it was 9 out of 10.
No.
Oh, shit.
That was last year.
Oh, okay.
But
My
anyway,
bad.
so Nat and Flea, they took off to the library because Nat wanted to check in at the library, and then he was going to send his poor dog up the 1,000 stairs to the top of the cliff where the Otari graveyard is, while the other 3 members of our party were going to go off and try to find the F that marks the corner where Donk had lost the mysterious footprints from the Otari market and the scene of the burning of Saul's wagon.
Did anybody even tell them in the general direction where that was?
Nope.
That's
Nope.
amazing.
That's Donk. Donk's going to lead them.
That's amazing.
And then Balmy said he had things to take care of, and he took off and turned the opposite direction.
Yeah, I'll
of the
meet y'all
3.
at the fork later on.
So let's start off with Balmy. Balmy, where are you headed?
Going to the Crook's Nook, bro.
Going to the Crook's Nook. Okay, well, it's right down the street. You duck inside there as your friends are heading straight down the street north to where Donk is leading him. I know I put the F over here. I know I effed up over here. Yes, F it up over here. And you walk into the Crook's Nook. It is early morning. There's a couple people asleep on tables still, like you woke up.
Mm-hmm.
And
As one does.
And Yin Yes Mira is nowhere to be seen behind the bar. So
Because it's early still.
it's early still, yes. And then you see Molly. Molly, the maid, is there, and she is washing some glasses and starting to put out some what looks like maybe a continental breakfast. You know, breads, danishes, some fruit.
I'll grab
you know.
a bagel.
Grab a bagel,
Uh-huh.
okay.
And some schmear.
And some schmear, a little schmear. And there's some little fishes there if you want to grab a couple of those locks. You know, you can
Oh,
put
yeah,
those on
get some
there.
locks.
And
Do it right.
Molly says, "But you're Balmy Taker, right?
That's right.
Weren't you supposed to be finding the 4 missing members of the club?"
Well, that don't ring a bell at all. Which members? What are we talking about?
The ones that Yasmira said went to the boathouse that you were supposed to be looking for?
Behind the boathouse?
Yes, at the Gauntlight. I know. I was here whenever she told you.
Huh. I didn't know you knew that.
Well, I know a lot of things around here.
Tell me this. Do you know where Yasmira is right now?
Well, she's probably upstairs in her room since it's so early in the morning.
You're right. It is pretty early.
Are you wanting me to wake her?
I was just trying to check in and let her know it all worked out with Sal over there. My group don't know a damn thing. I just wanted her to know.
Oh, well, did you take care of Saul? I thought the other 2 were supposed to take
The
care
other
of Saul.
2 did, but my guys was getting all suspicious.
Oh, so you're covering for the Bartenders Guild with your group.
That's right.
Okay, well, I can let her know.
That'd be great. That's all I needed.
All right.
Did she leave any further instructions for me?
Yes, she said don't die.
Good instructions. I like it. All right, I'll see you later.
All right, I'll tell her you were here. So, Uko, Toof, and Donk, you are heading down the street towards the corner by the Otari Farmers Guild. And Donk, you're trying to remember exactly what building you put the F on. You 2 are looking for an F, but you haven't seen one yet.
Well, I saw him write one F, didn't I?
No.
Oh no, he walked around. He was coming at me when he saw me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my mistake.
So you get down to a 4-way intersection, and it's still early, but you notice there's a lot of activity in the farmer's market. And as you look to the left, you see kind of a Wattle and Daub building, and there is a big black charcoal, which looks like if somebody drew an F and it fell over. So it's kind of like the long end is perpendicular or parallel to the ground, and then the two tails are pointing down. It kind of looks like a horse with no head.
Or a horse with no tail.
I like headless horse better.
Yeah, it's a headless horse.
Okay, headless horse.
Donk is.
Donk's not with us, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, Donk, I thought Donk went.
No, Gnat.
Oh,
Oh.
man, I'm so confused.
If I look at it, is that the mark that I in fact made?
That is the mark that you made.
Oh yeah, this is it. This is where I lost the trail.
We're gonna get a book of letters for you.
It's the right parts. It's just kind of not facing correctly.
Yeah, Donk kind of looks at it, he does this with his fingers, and it's whatever. He goes back to the tracks. He goes,
Yes, the tracks come here at the end. Right here.
For those of you in the audience, Kurt held his hand up and turned it several times.
Like twisted it on the x-axis.
And the Z and the Y.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, okay, so where were the original footprints that you saw?
They started at the wagon.
Can you find them here so we can try to track them further?
Give me a survival check, Donk.
Dink, dank, whatever the hell your name is.
I'll cast guidance on him for
Dink,
this.
dank, donk. All right, give a +1 to yourself from Uko's guidance.
Can I give Donk aids?
Sure.
All right. What do I
If
have to
he's
roll for that?
Consensual.
What do I have to roll for that?
D20 survival check.
What do I have? Oh, it's a natural 20 anyways.
Hey, you get another +1, so
Yeah.
you got +2 to whatever you roll.
So, yeah, I hope you roll higher than 25.
I'm at a 21.
Excellent. Actually, Donk is able to go right in front of you and points, there. They are very deep in the ground. That's how I could follow them. And it does. It looks like somebody very, very heavy that had like kind of pointy-toed boots. And it's like the heels are sunk very far into the dirt, like they were carrying a heavy load.
Okay.
So it was a very busty winch.
Well, I don't know.
She uses her boobies to crush tomatoes.
I think I heard about that earlier.
Let's see if we can follow these further. Donk, how good are you at survival?
I usually use it to find what I want to eat. But, yeah.
So Donk has he's got a +3.
Gotcha. So Uko's going to cast guidance on himself and try to survival
What's your survival?
+7.
Oh, yeah, you're better.
And try to follow these further.
I give you aids.
May I help aid?
Sure. Roll a D20.
Remember,
your
this
survival.
is second edition. It takes more than a DC
I got a
10.
19.
You got 19 total?
Yeah.
I got a 14.
Isn't it?
Okay,
That fails.
no aid for you.
So 22.
All right, you're able to follow into the intersection, and when you get to the other side, which is right where the market square enters the roadway, it's obliterated. There's wagon tracks, there's horses, there's chickens. I mean, it's probably hopeless at this point.
Donk, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to follow through town. If these tracks were somewhere else, it might be possible.
Toof wants to walk next to the tracks and then walk like in the same direction as them and then keep walking in the same direction slowly looking for the tracks.
So you're going to continue north past the market is what I'm hearing?
Correct.
The Farmers Guild?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and give me a survival check.
20.
A 20. Yeah, after ranging out another probably 20 or 30 yards, you do see tracks that look really similar to the deep-set heels of somebody that's heavily laden, leading farther north.
Toof is going to whistle to notify his compatriots. I think I found something.
And you notice a sign that you're on Manicore Street.
Manticore Street.
Okay, Uko, come over there.
And once he points them out to you, you're pretty sure that's the same set of tracks.
Well, I guess tracking is not my strong suit.
Everybody has bad days.
So are you going to continue to follow the
Yes.
tracks? All right. As you continue north to down Manicore Street, you eventually come to what it looks like a big stable yard. And there are a couple or three horses in the stable yard. And you also notice there's a livery office. But above the doorway to the office where it would say a livery stable or whatever, you see the words printed out in common, nice, big and bold, red on a white sign, Gallantine's Deliveries.
Interesting.
and the tracks appear to go straight into the stable yard.
Into the stable yard?
Looks like they were making a delivery of their own.
Yep. Should we go to the office or
I don't see why not.
just go rampaging through the stockyard?
That doesn't seem like it would be very nice.
Okay.
As you get closer to the office, you see that on either side of the sign, you see what appears to be a man riding on the back of a horse at breakneck speed from the lines drawn behind it and the way the mane and the tail of the drawing stream out behind it, with a stack of packages balanced in one hand on either side of the words. And as you come up to the actual office, you see that there's some stable doors open to the right, and you hear a woman cursing.
I will approach that
Okay,
defensively with my shield up.
you walk over there and you see a lady, and she had just got done saying some pretty good curse words, and she's dressed all in leathers. She has a bow on her back, and she also has like a big messenger bag across there, and she goes, "I've counted 3 times, one of them's missing. Somebody stole Molly."
Molly?
Molly's over at the Crook's Nook.
What's my horse Molly doing over at the Crook's Nook? What are you talking about? and who are you? She points at you, Tooth.
Toof.
I see. You have a big tooth. Is that your name or what you have?
That's my name.
Oh, well, yes, Molly's my best horse, and I use her to make deliveries most times because she's fast and she's steady. I'm sorry. Allow me to introduce myself. Orleana Galantine, proprietress and chief rider for the Galantine's deliveries here in Otari.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I used to be a ranger, but I wanted to settle down a little bit, and since I knew the woods so well around here, I decided to start a package service.
Oh, that's pretty smart.
It would have been smart if somebody hadn't stolen my best horse.
You don't go into the fog fin, do you?
Oh, not if I can help it. I
That's
try to
good.
skirt
You should
that
stay
place.
out of there.
Yeah, you're telling me. Lots of weird things going on in there.
Indeed.
So somebody stole your horse.
Yeah, Molly. She was one of my best. She's a beautiful white horse. I had her since she was a foal, and I come out this morning and I seen that the lock was jimmied on the stable doors here, and I came down and I thought, well, maybe she had gotten another stall, but she's not here. All I have is those 3, and she points out to the stable yard to a chestnut and 2 bay mares.
Might I recommend upgrading your security features a little bit after this alter? Words are not my forte.
Yes, sure. Maybe I should shut the barn door after all the horses are out, too. Thanks for the advice.
You're welcome.
Do you mind if we take a look around? We may be able to find your horse, but we are looking for someone else who may have come this way.
Oh, well, you think they might have stolen my Molly?
We don't know who it is, so maybe.
Well, sure, look around. I've got to get these deliveries ready. I guess I'm going to have to settle up Blaze. Make her, I'm busy.
Do you mind if we check around for any clues in your stable here?
Oh, no. Help yourselves.
Appreciate it, ma'am. Thank you.
And she mutters and curses, interlopers, thieves, horse thieves especially, how she's going to be behind, and people don't pay for late jobs, and she's just not very happy.
Do you have any close jobs that I could carry and run for you?
Well, yeah, there's local deliveries you could probably make here. They don't pay a lot, but you could use them to make a bit of coin, and while you're
Well,
not
I
doing
just
anything
try to help
else.
you get caught up since you just got kind of hosed. Maybe I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone, as they say.
Well, I've got some alchemical supplies here to be delivered to the bird lady over there at the bar. And she tries to find a piece of paper.
I'm going to interrupt her and say, well,
yes.
let us try to find clues here first, and if we have a general idea of where we're going, I'll see if you have a job in that direction.
Oh, so you're not starting today is what you're telling me.
Well, I am starting today. I just want to collect clues first and then try to figure out if I'm going, let's say, east. I'll ask you if you have a job towards that area. Or if I'm going west, I'll ask if you have a job going in that direction. That's what I'm trying to say. Kill two birds with one stone. Trying to get your horse back and do one of your jobs.
If our paths coincide with one of your jobs, then we would be more than happy to help you and take it there.
Oh,
Free of charge.
Oh, free, you say? Well, that's excellent. I was going to pay you, but that's free's always better.
You got hosed. We're trying to help. We're the fucked guys.
You're what?
We're the fucked guys.
We are fucked.
Well, I feel kind of fucked myself right now because I lost Molly.
Well, you're welcome to
one
join
of
the
us.
fucked if you want to.
Oh, my adventuring days are over. I told you I used to be a ranger.
Yeah.
But
Arrow
I
to the
settled
knee?
down.
Took an arrow to the knee.
Oh no, my knees are fine.
Oh, that's good. All right, so we're gonna start looking around for things and stuff.
Things and stuff. Okay. Well, as you guys start looking for things and stuff around the stable yard and the stables, you see the ranger. She goes over and she starts to saddle up one of the bay mares, and she goes about her business. Specifically, are you looking for tracks? Are you looking for
Anything that's out of the normal, like, if they actually dropped something or they bumped into something, or if there's footprints, or maybe where the horse may have went.
Well, you guys can either give me perception checks for looking around or survival if you're looking for tracks.
We got a 23 for perception.
All right.
And I will do survival with guidance.
Okay.
Nice, buddy. Nice.
Yeah, I'm not...
Use it.
Okay.
Use it.
And
Okay,
a
so
hero
I'm
point.
gonna throw
There
out
you go.
a hypothesis right now, just for funsies, right? It seems to me that what we're looking for is a werehorse who was wearing boots. He's the one that threw the alchemical fire underneath the wagon, then ran over here to this delivery company, stole the horse, even though he's a werehorse.
Balmy.
No,
Molly.
I'm not doing Balmy's voice. This is just me.
Gonna say,
This is just Brit.
You're at the bar.
Bobby's not with you guys.
I mean, this is a great sidebar, but
So
it's not very likely.
I'm
However,
gonna try to.
possible.
I'm going to try to do a perception check and see if I can identify the horse's particular hoof prints. Maybe he's wearing shoes or something a little different than some of the other horses. Or she. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I am a goblin.
Okay.
That is true.
And, yeah, I have, for my perception, a 6.
You see a lot of horseshoe prints. And, you're walking around, looking at the ground, following. You guys see Donk with his head down, looking at a set of horse prints, and he follows it right up to Blaze. And you hear him go, "Damn, that's not Molly, that's Blaze." And the ranger looks at him and just kind of shakes her head, goes back to saddling the horse. And then, you guys are doing your checks, your perception check and your survival. What did you get, Uko?
20.
A 20, and you got a 23, correct, Tooth? Excellent. You find that the deep heel set prints of the person you were following, you're almost sure it's the same one, stopped in front of the doorway, and then they proceeded inside. Part of them are obscured where they pulled the door open, but later on you see it goes into the third stall, and then they disappear, and you see a set of tracks come out of that stall. You notice that the lock has been broken, and you find pieces of it on the ground, kind of pushed to the side by the door when it was pulled open.
Okay.
So you think that somebody jimmied the lock, walked inside, and probably saddled and mounted Molly and stole the horse.
What a jerk.
Donk, you follow another set of horse prints, and you come up behind another one of the bay horses on the other side of the stable, and you guys hear him go, "That's not Molly either."
You okay over there, buddy?
Which directions do the tracks coming out of that stall go?
Out the door, right?
Out the door and straight to the stable yard.
This is probably
entrance.
a dumb question, but is it even possible to discern the different hoof prints? I know they can have different sizes and slightly different shapes because their feet are slightly different, but it's a very difficult thing to do.
Yeah, they kind of disappear in the
that's
in
what
the
I
tracks.
They
you know,
leave every day for
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
various
know. I was
things.
just
Right.
Yeah.
See,
covering
I'm
the
telling you,
bases.
you're not looking for horse shoes. You're looking for horse boots.
Horse boots. What are horse boots?
That's what horses wear.
Oh. What do weregoats wear?
Also that.
galoshes.
Everybody asks werewolf, but nobody asks how.
Howlwolf.
Yeah.
Why wolf?
Werewolf,
They also
werewolf.
don't ask the werewolf how they're doing.
Yeah.
They don't ask what wolf.
Sad wolf.
Bad wolf. Wow, we've beat that horse to death.
Oh,
I see what you did there.
But
Not yet, we
Aw.
haven't.
We can make glue now, so it's okay.
Yeah, the Otari Glue Company. I see it.
I think we could branch out a little bit. We got
How
time.
come this horse's name is Alpo? We don't talk about that.
So it is safe to assume we will not be figuring out which direction this horse went on this particular day.
You believe that you have reached a dead end of your investigation of the heavy-booted person.
Crap.
I will
Heavy
go over
booted.
to what the hell did she say her name was like 2 seconds ago?
Marlena.
No, close. It's Olaria Galantine.
Valeria, I don't think we're going to be able to find your horse, but we will keep our eyes out. What does your horse look like?
White.
Yes, she's a beautiful white mare with a blonde mane and tail. She's very well fed. She has an OG brand on her left flank, back by the back.
Original gangster, yeah.
Yes, she's one of my original Galantine delivery horses, and I would really like her back. She's not just an employee; she's family.
Uko writes all that down to keep notes for himself and says, we will be going, I believe, north, correct, from here? Or is it north?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe you're going north from there to.
The Y.
Yeah, you're going
The
to
fork.
go north of town across the North Bridge, and then you'll be turning east on the road that skirts the top of the cliff, where the town is in the little cleft there at the beach, and you'll end up going by the Stone Ring Pond, and that's where the crossroads Y is that you're supposed to meet Gnat and Flea.
And Ren's along that path as well, right?
No, Ren's you'll have to go directly west from where you're at right now. She's on the other side of the main street, Rajani's Way.
Okay, I'll explain we're going to Ren's and then up to that fork and ask if she has any of the packages that she would like delivered along that path.
Well, no, mostly it's the local deliveries. Since I'm so far behind today, I'm going to do the outlying lumber camps and stuff myself. But if you had some downtime, you could deliver packages here in town and probably earn a bit of coin.
Do you have anything going towards north side over here right now?
Well, I'm taking that because I'm going up that way to the lumber camps.
That's fair.
But I do have, if you come back to town later or this afternoon or something, I'm sure that there's something here in town that needs to be delivered.
Okay. If we got time, I'll stop by.
Excellent. And if you find my Molly, she's a good horse. Please take care of her and bring her back to me. I'd reward you.
Sweet.
We will do our best.
Right. So, Nat Loomis and his trusty steed Flea, or her trusty steed Flea, are making their way across the city.
Is Flea also a her?
Flea is a boy.
Okay.
Yes. Making their way over to the Dawnflower Library and Museum. So whenever they turned right, you turned left, and you come and you see the beautiful blue and silver domes glinting in the early morning sunrise as it comes over the cliff, and it's just beautiful. It always makes a little catch in your breath as you see the splendor of the library.
Flea and Gnat instinctively just kind of stop walking when that happens, and they sit. Well, she sits on Flea. Flea stands there, and they just kind of watch the sunrise, the beauty of it overtaking them, and they're not paying the least bit of attention to anything around them for at least 5 minutes.
Yeah, you notice a couple of tall people step around you and damn dog. Hey, whose dog is this? But they don't accost you or kick her or anything. I mean, it's a pretty friendly town. And as the glinting of the sun, kind of fades away from your eyes, you let out a big sigh and you're like, so pretty.
Oh, to live in such a time as this. What were we doing, Flea? Oh, right. We're supposed to be meeting our companions, but we gotta go tell our other companions what we're doing first. So, onward to the Museum of the Books.
Yes, the Museum of the Books, also known as the Dawnflower Library. It's a Dawnflower Library and a temple, and also a museum. Otari's largest temple, it stands at the town's westernmost edge atop an upraised shelf that juts out far below the cliff top above. The library was constructed in the Quadarian style of the Sarenrae temples, with two smaller minarets flanking a golden and silver dome. The building's position allows the first rays of the rising sun to catch it, and it transforms the dome into a brilliant, glowing testament to the sun goddess's favor, at least on days that aren't fogged and overcast. As Gnat and Flea lope into the open doors of the library, they see over a dozen alocates of various faiths at different shrines, including those to Caden Colleen, Aristil, and Gazra, are on the western side of the building, while the primary shrine to Sarenrae takes up the eastern portion. The rest of the main building contains stacks and stacks of books. The Dawnflower Library has a wide range of text, ranging from fiction to history, satire to textbooks, even a sizable collection of mostly tasteful erotica. The current head priestess of the library is a chatty halfling woman named Vandy Banderdash, a devotee to Sarenrae. And as she is always eager to greet newcomers, regardless of their faith or vocation, she sees and hears a woof from Flea, and she turns around and she goes, "Oh, Gnat, you made it back! The Dawnflower be praised. I'm so happy. You truly have brightened this morning for me. Where have you been, and what have you been doing?"
Well, we,
I'll give you $5 if you say I got fucked.
I was waiting for it.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is different place than the bookstore, right?
Yes,
Okay.
this is the actual temple of Sarenrae. It's on the western edge here of the bay.
Okay.
This is where Morblint is at, the
Okay.
Odd Stories.
Well, see, I was helping Morblint out at the bookstore, and then, while I was walking, these newcomers came into town, and they asked for some help, so I showed them where to go, and I ended up going down the basement with them. We killed a dragon. It was all, kind of fun. I'm starting to write about it in my little notes. Morblins were able to get me some scratch paper and some quills, so I'm going to record all of our travels. But, there's this one toothy human guy. He kind of fell asleep for a few days, but he's doing okay now. And so Flea and I are going to go with them out to the swamp, to the Gauntlight, and we're gonna do some more stuff. And I'm gonna help them find some people. And I'll show you what we did when I get back. I'll show you all the recordings of my documentation.
Oh, why, you have been busy. My, such a big adventure for such a small person. But I'm sure that Flea helped you, did you? Oh, she's a good little boy.
Oh,
You're a good boy. Good boy.
And we have another small human. He's a little taller than Flea, a lot taller than me, and he's not housebroken.
Is he a dog too?
No, he walks on two legs and he likes fire and he's eating these things in a jar that he carries. But this morning he slept in a chair in front of a fire and it was all wet.
It wouldn't happen to be a pickle jar, would it?
I believe that's what he called it.
Oh, that's a goblin gnat.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's okay. They can be nice people, too. I mean, I'm very progressive, and they've shown themselves to be true friends.
Oh, and I'm fucked. I'm fucked now.
Why? What happened to you?
Well, after we killed the dragon, they decided we needed a name for our group.
What? Wait, you've said that twice now. You killed the dragon?
Well, not by myself. I had to have something in front of me to keep it from attacking me.
I was going to say kinda.
Well, now, so I thought it was a bunch of kids that killed a dragon in Tamerlee's basement, of all things.
Kids, adults, sprites, I mean, it's all the same thing, isn't it?
Well, not really, but, wait, you actually killed a dragon.
Well, yeah, I shot it, and I shot it again, and I think I shot it a third time, but it finally dropped.
That's amazing. We'll offer thanks to Saren Ray and to the Lightbringer for your safety and for your great victory.
Oh, before I go out and meet my companions, my new friends, is there anything in the Gauntlight that the temple would like for us to keep track of or anything? I'll obviously show you my recordings when we get back.
You see, we've never really sent people out there to the Gauntlight because, well, it's been pretty picked over from what our records have shown. But if you find anything of a religious type nature that you're not sure of or something, I would be glad to help you and give you any kind of guidance that may be granted to me by her Excellence, Saren Ray. And also, if you need divine spell scrolls or any services here the temple can offer you, heal, remove disease, restoration, should you fall prey to some unseemly dangers in there, you can always count on us here at the Dawnflower Library to help you out. We also have all of the favorite weapons of Otari's most prominent religions, including +1 versions of them. Rapiers, longbows, tridents, scimitars, of course, even a few daggers for the Phrasmans if they would be needed. So if you find any text of a religious nature, we would be interested in those, of course. And don't hesitate if someone needs healing or restoration. We're here to help.
Well, just for so you know as well, I have promised to show all writing things that we find to Morblin first. But as soon as Morblin sees it and is able to have his enjoyment of reading and perusing, I'd be more than happy. Or we could have you join us and show you both together.
Oh, well, that might be handy, yes. I tell you, I think Morblint is more of the arcane nature of the schooling, and, that's his ballywick, whereas I would be more interested in any divine text or scrolls that you find. So maybe we could both help you out as consultants.
Oh, I do believe that would work out just fine, just dandy. But I'm sorry, we've been talking a little bit. I'm sure my companions are probably waiting on me. So I better hurry. Have a good day, and blessed be.
Oh, well, may the light of the Dawnflower shine upon you always, my dear little friend.
Well, and you two, Flea, let's skedaddle.
And she goes, well, bye. And so Flea and Gnat run back down the stairs to the Dawnflower Library behind the building, and they find a large, while rickety-looking, is sturdy set of wooden stairs that ascend almost 700 feet to the top of the cliff. It's going to be a long run for the Corgi.
Uh-huh.
You got this, Flea. And
So we
Nat
have enough
grabs
time
a
to-
nice handful of fur, squeezes her legs around the sides of the corgi. Let's go!
And Flea the Corgi starts to ascend the 700 stairs or so up to the top of the cliff face and into the Otari Cemetery.
So what you're saying is the rest of the party has enough time to take a long rest before we go to work?
Well, there's landings every 100 feet or so. So I'm sure that they're going to have to water and rest the corgi on the way up. But there's nice little bowls there. Apparently, this isn't the first time they've had corgis ascend the stair.
Yeah, the corgi's
I've seen
definitely
corgis.
getting his steps in today.
I've seen corgis go upstairs. It's going to take a while.
Oh yes, the annual running of the corgis. Yeah.
You didn't know that was a thing in Otari, did you?
I really think I need to find a way to give the corgi the ability to fly. That way he can run up there and just jump off, soar across town.
Only if the corgi sparkles like a fairy when it flies.
Or a vampire from Twilight?
Well, I mean, I could strobe on its back. Is that good enough?
Stroke.
Ooh,
Strobe.
Strobe. Okay, you can do that.
Yeah,
I think Will wants to say something.
illuminate light.
He's
He's giving
saying-
us a
he's
countdown.
saying-
He's flipping
Peace.
people off.
He's saying peace. Well, that's the British way of
He's only
flipping
giving me
people
a
off.
half a peace sign. What does that mean?
Now, that's the American way.
The other half is
British
on his other
way,
hand.
American way.
The other half is up your ass.
If it was up your ass, you'd know it. You could stick your head up a cow's ass, but wouldn't you rather ask the butcher? So
Yeah, I think I would.
So yes, so now we have part of the party heading over to Rin Zavidics and her oddities emporium there, and then we have Flea and Gnat ascending the 700 stairs to the top of the cliff. Who will make it to the top first? Who will meet who at the crossroads? What has happened to Bridger? We will find out next time on Shield Bash.
Promises, promises.
Shield Bash is made in association with Knights of the Octagon and the Farmageddon Gaming Convention. Find us online at shieldbash.net, on Facebook at Shield Bash, on Twitter at Bash Shield, and on YouTube at Shield Bash. Bumper music provided by Lee Rosevere. Other artists can be found in the episode description. Troubles in Otari, Abomination Vaults, Serpent Skull, and Pathfinder are the property of Paizo Publishing Inc. Leave a comment on iTunes for a chance to hear us read it out on the podcast. Questions and comments can be sent to shieldbashpodcast@gmail.com. Shield Bash Podcast is owned by Shield Bash LLC.